No, you muted me. How dare you? Alright.
Ed.
Let's just jump right into this. Screw it.
Oh. Do you already have a room set up?
No.
Alright.
Yes. Just
I got one.
okay. I want to know yet. Well, nope. Vampires first. I'm learning vampires.
Oh, you bitch.
You play humans?
Yep.
Sweet. And then in between the recording games, traits cannibalism. Oh boy. In between these games, we'll just play matches where we're try-harding a bit and have more openness. But I need to evaluate these fuckers, see where they're at.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yep.
Ooh,
You know what these
it's
pieces do?
actually from my perspective now. That's nice. No, I have no idea what these pieces do. My pawn isn't a pawn this time. Can be captured by friendly units.
Yeah.
Can move 2 squares forward on the first move and promotes to a tomb on the last rank. Okay.
Yeah.
They have stitches on them, that's cool. Tomb. Any enemy piece directly ahead or behind the tomb is paralyzed and can't move until the tomb moves again or is captured. So like if it's here, right? This pawn can't move?
Yeah.
Better example, if this knight... Well, you can't see my arrows, god damn it. So if I moved my tomb to e5 somehow, this pawn wouldn't be able to capture here or on f5 or d5? Is that what that means?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's the count? Surround 3. Okay, so it's a queen to 3. Ghoul Bite. Transforms any enemy unit into a ghoul if captured on the square directly around him.
Mm-hmm.
So that includes if he...
And then captures it, it becomes a pawn for you.
Okay, so that includes if he captures a piece, right?
He has to be next to it.
At the start. So if he is here, or if he's right next to your pawn and he captures your pawn, it turns it into a ghoul?
A pawn for you, yes.
But where would the ghoul go? Where I came from?
One of the 4 surrounding squares.
Is it random?
I think it is. I think maybe it'll like try to do it in the direction that you captured, so like be the next one over, direction you captured. But if that spot's taken, then it's just random.
Oh, there's RNG in this game. I did not realize that.
There's what?
Random number generation.
Oh.
Blood Jump. Upon capturing a ghoul, the wolf can move again unless a check is or would be caused. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Oh boy. But it has to capture a ghoul to do so.
Yes. It has to capture one of your own pieces.
It says move again, so there's no limit. So for example, I could go here, then kill this ghoul off, then move somewhere else if I wanted to. Oh, Jesus, fuck. That's powerful. I don't know how to evaluate that. The fact that it has no check is nice. Just no check in general. So, for example, I can't move to d3 right now to put you in check. Yeah, it's a bad move because the bishop just captures it, but it's just illegal as well. So it prevents king issues, but it doesn't prevent queen issues. So the enemy queen piece is at the mercy of the vamps a bit. The tomb is harder to classify. The count can give you more ghouls. That means I need to think of this kind of like I would a pep. What's my bishop do? Banshee. Can orthogonally drag any enemy unit towards it with a range of 4 squares. Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
So if
No, I
I think
understand.
it can only be enemy pieces, but yeah. So if I had something on E5 and there was nothing in between, it could like drag it. But I think E4 actually. It's max range. Or one on C8.
Interesting.
Drag from C4.
And diagonal 4. So at baseline, it's not that much weaker than the bishop. The count is actually a mating piece. This is the first full mating piece we've seen. Alright. Okay, so your knight is technically weaker than mine. So I technically need to move.
Technically.
Okay, so this move has tempo. Is there any counter pressure I can make? Make this not worth your while as easily? Normally, kind of. Which means I actually should have captured with the other pawn first. Then, when you capture with this pawn, it opens up more possibilities for me. And this is enemy unit captured, turns into another ghoul. Well, this is the point then. How much stronger is the wolf than a knight? Because I want to say it's about... Alright, so in this position, where it is right now, it has 2 additional squares of coverage due to its ability. And that's going to be about average. Knight is 3, squirrel is 7. A pep from experience dances 1-to-1 with a queen and is worth about 9. And a pep is a similar piece but stronger. This requires that pawn sacrifice every time it does the double move, which lessens it. I want to say, simply because you have to pawn sacrifice to make that play, it's going to be worth 4. It's very fair. Almost unfortunately fair. But it's very cool and very strong. So that would net me a loss of 1 pawn. So by that logic, since it would net me a loss of 1 pawn, if I can do anything that encourages me to regain a pawn, such as this, it would be an even trade. This is probably slightly more than 4, so I'm probably down trading slightly. But I think this is just a good move overall because I'm threatening possible 3-turn mating lines and lots of forward pressure. Let's see. The Banshee... Okay. Let's look at the tomb. Orthogonal 4, so it's definitely less than a rook. By that. The paralysis... Directly ahead or behind paralysis. Interesting. I would assume that the most balanced way to make the count work would always be if it puts the ghoul where the piece that captured moved from. That would make the most sense, design-wise. But I don't know if it's true. But, because that's a thing... Yeah, let's just test that theory. Wait, the fuck? Why didn't I get a pawn?
Captured with your knight. You have to capture with the count in order for it to become a pawn.
It just says transforms any enemy unit into a ghoul if captured. It doesn't say captured by the count. So,
Well,
I was assuming that any piece could capture it, right?
no, it has to be the count.
Oh, what the... Alright. That doesn't check. Oh, and this is still a good play then. Yeah, it puts it where the count moved from. Always. So it'll always be an open square. And this is still an okay play in that case. It's just a turn slower. Alright.
I realized my mistake. Okay.
Alright, so it has to be the count. The 3-mover queen. That's slightly weaker than squirrel, so 6.5. No, that is about the same, so 7.5 at base. And it generates pawns upon kill at a much higher rate than Hydra can generate pawns, mind you. Because the vampire does it with tempo on a capture, while the Hydra has to generate them as a turn. So this is more efficient. And then there's tactics like I just shown. So this is going to spawn more often. Probably more than 2 a game. So that puts its strength at about 10? Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's get into the center of the board where it doesn't matter that I have that 4 range threshold. First and foremost, and just start developing threatening tactics. That also lets me castle long, which is good. Doing that would also reinforce my center pawn. Alright, so count is worth 10, I'm going to say. Because on average he's... on average he's going to summon about 3 to 5 a game, and I'm going to assume he's worth about 6.5 because the squirrel is stronger. Squirrel is worth is worth about the same as squirrel. Oh boy, He's going to summon 3 to 5 a game. He's worth the same or more than Squirrel. 7.5. Oh my god. So he's probably worth between 10 and 11. Much more than that's pushing it, but he's as much stronger than a queen as a rook would be to a bishop, potentially. Okay. Do I want to make the tactics happen? Or do I want to check? Well, is there a mating line if I put you in check right now? Oh, that's just checkmate. So, should do it. Alright, Shane. I'm gonna go get dinner real quick, and then we'll do a for fun game. I still want to play vampires again. You can play anything except Yetis or aliens. Sound good?
Alright.
By the way, that mate took me way too long to see. You ready for this next one?
Sure.
You want to host the room again? Oh, you already are.
Yeah.
I really like vamps. I don't...
Quite a few people do. I don't. I just can't learn them. But anyone who uses them against me absolutely fucking uses me.
Angels?
Yeah. I don't really go Yetis, but you don't let me, so I'm an angel.
I promise you Yetis are next. I'll enjoy my dinner after this game. Okay. Oh, I'm black again.
Well, yes, whenever I host the room, I'm white.
Oh, it should be random.
It should be.
That's a bit of a problem. But based on this dev and how active he is with his beta testers, we shouldn't have too much issue with that. You're opening there. Interesting. I know what I want to do. Strange. Do you have a reason for this?
Hang up the side.
Alright. Since I estimate my guy to be worth about 4 due to his extra ability, and the throne is also worth 4, it is not worth it for me to actually kill that throne unless I have a tactic. Because I would be going down a pawn to do so. It's also debatable on whether or not developing my wolf here was more important, or if I should have pushed the pawn that the throne threatened. I think simply because the knight can jump into the middle of the board there, that this was the better play. Because I could still follow up with the other move. This sucks. I have barely eaten all day and I decided to jump right into another game. Should have waited. Hello, pawn. Hello, walls. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I
really
see
thought
it.
I had messed up there. That's not it.
Hmm?
But I really thought I had messed up there. I mean, I did. Fuck. Actually, never mind. What am I talking? I can just do this. The lion was showing audacity of this bitch.
The Lion, the Witch, and the
You wanna see
Audacity
something
of this
funny?
bitch. What? Zealot? Or oh, jeez. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. The Banshee and this vampires technically counter angels in a way, because both the Banshee and the Tomb have direct ways to deal with the shield better.
Okay.
Wait, I can't move your immune guy?
Really?
Yeah, I can't move the throne right now. I tried. It's not just invincible, it's immune. There's a big difference there. Huh.
What?
That's annoying. What the fuck?
I mean, in all fair, you pulled me there. I'm just gonna move to the other side of the field real quick.
I think I'm okay with that. For the most part.
Me moving to the other side of the shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if I can't move the knight, I wonder if I can move the shield. Because the shield's not immune. So I probably can.
That's interesting.
I guess we'll find out. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Then how would you rate a bishop or banshee?
Oh, the Banshee? At least 4, maybe 5. The range on that thing is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking.
So I think just because of how strong it is, Banshee is absolutely worth a rook. The Tomb with this yeah. I think it's worth a rook or maybe just a little bit less.
Dear God.
Yeah. It's probably... Okay. Yeah, it's probably worth 5. Which means by killing, like your throne trade there was only even. It wasn't super impressive because I generated a pawn from it using the count.
Mm-hmm. And now that pawn is stuck in the center.
And again, my bitch is immune. Good news, I can put you in check. Oh. Oh dear. I wonder. I am not always perfect, but often. So based on that, Queen's 10, Tomb, I'm gonna tentatively say is worth the same as a rook. So 5, that's another 10. So that's 4 more than... This is worth 1 more. This is the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jesus fucking Christ. If it didn't have so many goddamn limitations, if utilized properly, this army could easily be... I have to be overestimating this strength right now. There's no way it is 7 units up on the normal chess army. There's just no way. That's an entire extra line of pawns on humans. Or 2 more bishops.
Bishops at 3.5?
I'm probably just overestimating Banshee, to be honest.
Possibly. But they do have a good movement.
Well, the thing with the wolf is I haven't found as many good ways to use it as I thought I would. Right?
It's one of those pieces where if they're not paying attention, you can fuck some shit up.
I have played many a game with a pep. I'm not going to miss wolf plays.
Yes, I do, because not good with horses. Now then the question is... Oh. Alright, so... you form for that. Okay. I see.
15 minutes is like the perfect timestamp for me. And you've played vampires before, right?
I've played them, I think, once. I've played against them.
So when the wolf captures a pawn and then captures another pawn, can it then move again, that third move?
Pretty fucking wild if it could. You should be able to see it right now if it could.
No, because it's not going to pop up your additional movement options until you capture. So I can see, I can double check. So theoretically, I should be able to move this knight all the way to f4 based on how it's worded. Which, by the way, the count absolutely needs a wording update. Like, sure, people get used to that kind of thing, but...
I mean, see, I immediately thought, like, it was used the way it said, the way it is. I didn't even think about the other one.
Yeah, obviously you can do one movement, but can you do 2?
Hold on
3?
a second. I gotta put my girlfriend.
What? Did he just bail on me? Why does it display my time as black at the top?
I bet. Like this one. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Did you not move because you were waiting for me, or do you not know your move?
It's your move.
No, it's yours. I've moved. I moved a while ago, buddy.
Okay, then answer me this. Why is your time ticking down and not mine?
On my screen, your time is ticking down, my guy.
Oh, I'm stupid. I thought that your king was still here and that you hadn't moved yet. Okay. Well, this still works. Check.
Rebound, bitch. The only reason I
Why is it your timer? I swear, I thought it was your turn. I thought you hadn't moved your king over. And then I literally was just testing to see if I could move, because I was like, no, I swear it's his turn. It shouldn't let me move, and then it let me do that. And then I just blundered the rebound immediately after that.
I was targeting you anyways, and I was going to probably sacrifice.
Oh, that's right, because you have range 5, not range 4.
Yes.
Yeah, I was missing that. But,
that's why I love the Angels judges. Oh, they're so fucking good.
The Zealot, yeah.
With their rebound, they're...
Range 5 is way too much on that, dude. Range 5 barely makes it matter that it's not a bishop. Like, that should be a little bit of give and take. The shield is really strong. But, let's evaluate. That's 4, arguably 5 on the Zealots. That's 6 on the judges, 4 on the horses. You are down 1 horse and a bunch of pawns. So that means your current
really?
total... I'm evaluating to see if this is a playable position for me or not. So you currently have 5, 5, 6, 6, that's 22, 26 plus 6 pawns, 32. While I have 5, 5, 5, 4, and 7 pawns. So 5 on the Banshee, 15, 19, plus 7 is 26 to 32. So I am losing by 6 points right now after that. And I didn't even count your shield. Yeah, I can see.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah, especially considering you're targeting that highly undefended G7
Rook.
pawn. Not the rook, the pawn that's targeting the rook.
Well, yes, I was going to target that pawn and then take your rook. So
But
you would have to defend against that or lose a rook.
In any case,
You
reevaluate.
won't room this time, so you're white.
Yeah, that's fine. Just let me sound bug. Let me look at rooks are the same. Bishops are up 2, so that's plus 4. Knights are up 1, so that's plus 6. And that's kind of unavoidable. And then it's queen, the count, is worth about 7.5 at base with its 3 range, and then can generate between 3 to 5 pawns per game. So it's worth about 10 to 11 in total material, which puts this army lowball at plus 7 to humans. That's S tier. And then let's compare angels, which are shield, go out on a limb and assume it's worth queen. It's probably worth a bit more. In total strength, can't really say material because it can't die. Rook is 6, so that's plus 2. The throne is 4, so that's another plus 2, so that's plus 4. Zealot is 5, so that's plus 4, so that's plus 8. So highballing it, they're plus 8. Lowballing it, they're plus 6. Highballing vampires, they're plus 7. Lowballing it, plus 5. So that is an almost even matchup between those two. However, both of them are S tier, 100%. Drop the Banshee down to range 3 and the Count down to range 2. That's probably enough to start with. Honestly, I would, to be on the safe side, I would also drop the Tomb down to range 3 pretty comfortably. While I'm here, though, I may as well test a theory. Oh, yeah, it does work! I could just chain it across the board. That's awesome. Okay. Next theory test. I just want to see if the Banshee can move the shield. I know the AI won't move the shield at all anyway. Let's hope I don't accidentally mate them. Yep, I cannot move the shield. the soul drag registers the same way it would a capture, which doesn't make sense, by the way, but it is a thing. Justifying why I valued the count so high. It doesn't appear at first that the count would be stronger than the queen. And it's not. It is in power level, but trades down in the board exchange. In other words, if you took both off the board at the start of the game, then vampires would feel it more than humans balance-wise. But in many board states later in the game, the queen will either be an even trade or a bad trade for humans. Because both have board coverage of power 7 to 7.5, both being Count and the Druid, most of these arguments apply to the Druid as well. We'll get to that in the next video, don't worry. Yetis, their queen piece is called the Druid. But their goal is to gain 3 or more in value via trading tactics, using their ability to reach the point of being on average stronger than the queen. So, if you trade for a queen, then you still uptrade about 1.5 to 2, which should be enough in most cases, especially if you've already gained the tempo and space from your opponent avoiding these tactics, or in the case of the Count, already have some extra value, since it's easier to utilize its value generation than the Druid. So, if you remove this at the start of the game for both humans and either opponent, you technically deny that spatial tempo value advantage that can happen. Or to put it another way that's really easy to see, if the Count makes 2 extra ghouls, it's already even with the queen in total value. But the queen has to kill both the Count and both of those extra pawns, those ghouls, to catch back up even in the trade. And that's why vampires are S tier. Or at least part of it. Bug hunt number 2. Question. If the Count captures the egg from behind, does it summon the ghoul or does it summon the snake? Time to find out. This time on Dragon Ball Z. Alright, we need to make this happen as often as possible, and we're going to utilize the Banshees to do this. So, the reason I like doing these puzzles against the AI is specifically, because it's a puzzle. So I don't get to immediately check to see if it happens, but what I do get is to find out the hard way, right? So, I have to hope that my enemy doesn't kill it off. So I need to kill this as well. Can I set that up to happen easily at all? Not from this side of the board, but not from the other side of the board either. That's a really awkward square to need to get rid of with that. So in that case, I should probably just bait that shit out, but I'm gonna need the Count to do that. All right, let's just get the Count in play. Okay. I don't know what to say to that. Hold on. Sure. You know what? Let's make this happen. Oh, what the fuck? It says enemy piece, but it makes a what the fuck? That is gross. That is... I assumed it didn't work that way. Okay. Let's just hope he doesn't trade down. Please, please. Oh, thank God. It summons the ghoul. Alright, the ghoul got summoned, no snake, and I discovered the Count creates more ghouls when it captures a ghoul. There's one more thing. I've actually already tested this, but it got fucked up. So it turns out, right, and I will just set this to human. Yeah. So it turns out, right, if you get the count on the, I guess it doesn't really matter, on the back rank, of course this would die here, but it doesn't matter. If you get the count on the back rank, and then he captures something, it doesn't make a thing. Now, by what it says, it should. I'm not saying it should from a balance perspective, but by what it says, it should. Because the wording is, transforms any enemy unit into a ghoul if captured on the squares directly around him. Are you telling me that this is not directly... That's a bug. Hold up. Okay, so at first, you guys saw that, right? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh. I put myself into a corner. I have to kill a count. But still, that's interesting. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading these past few days. Things kind of went haywire, and then my computer fucked up for a little bit. But it's fixed now. Hopefully I didn't lose any data in the process of fixing everything, but yeah. See you in the next one. I already have Yetis recorded. They should be going up tomorrow, but I'm not going to make any promises right now.